So Simon Coveney made a statement in Shannon there on today, and it's addressed to young people. And they say to young people, a good lot of young people have followed the rules advised by the government at the moment in time. And obviously there is Emergency Powers Acts coming into place from this evening on. And it has been passed by Dáil Éireann and Shannon there. And I say this to young people, a good lot of young people are following the advice. Some young people are being ignorant and being very, taking this as a joke. And this is not a joke. Look at Italy. Look at sadly how many people have died in Italy. Look at Ireland. See the amount of cases rising in Ireland every day. And look at these poor people who have died in this country because of it. This is no joke. This is no joke to young people. And young people might be laughing me saying this. But if they want to laugh away. But this is very serious. Ireland is putting huge amount of resources into its health facilities, into everything. We're not doing this for the laugh. We're not doing this for any laugh. There's no laughter in this. We are trying to save lives. The government and the local authorities, Cavan County Council, along with every other local authority, is trying to save lives. That's what our main goal is, and trying to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. And we can't do that if young people are going to meet up in 30s or 40s, to also run towns. And I said, it's alright, we wouldn't have minded if this was beforehand, if this was in January, you just could have met up and down to around the town. That's okay. But now we're in a serious emergency. This country's in an emergency. Something that's never experienced since the Second World War. And that's the last time Ireland was in a state of emergency. And obviously we have to be mindful that is a long time ago, the Second World War. And, we have to listen to the government. And saying this to young people, as a young person, I know it's hard. And I'm relating, I spoke to two senators on the phone today in Shannon Éireann, who weren't there today, but I spoke to them anyway. And I spoke to two local TDs, two Fianna Fáil TDs, Niamh Smith and Brendan Smith this morning. I briefly spoke with them. And I said to them, I said the following really to them, that it's hard for young people. It's hard for young people to, when they have a boyfriend, they have a girlfriend, they can't, talk to them, they can't go near them. And they can't kiss them or can't hug them and everything, because teenagers have a habit of hugging people and kissing people, especially their girlfriends and boyfriends, obviously. But please, and I'm just saying this as a teenager, and I'm saying this as the only citizen of Ireland, forget about political roles, political alliances in Cavan County Council, forget about political alliances to the government of Ireland. I'm speaking as an only teenager to the young people of Ireland. This country's in dire straits. We're in uncertain waters. We're in the most uncertain waters in history of the state. We don't know what can happen. It could go away. It could get worse. It most likely will get worse. And we need the cooperation of every young person in this island. Every Irish man, every Irish young boy, every Irish young woman. We need every cooperation. No matter who you are, we need cooperation. And that's what we're asking for. I know it might not seem, as a young person, you have much responsibilities, but now is the time to show, the older people of Ireland and the politicians and the local authorities, that the younger people of Ireland can take a stand and say, we're going to take responsibility for actions. That's what we need. Young people have to start taking responsibility. Because, some brats, and I'm going to use the word brats, are challenging the Guards authority when they say go into the house if there's 16 or 7 of them hanging around an alleyway. And they're challenging the Guards authority. And honest to God, and this Emergency Powers Act will give the Guards straight away. You won't have to even say, the Guards won't even have to tell you words. They could just lift you. And I'm just telling you straight away. And that's the way it's going to go in this country if people don't listen. We don't want to do it. God knows we don't want to do it. We don't want to have people locked up in prison for just not listening to the Guards and answering back Guards. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want people to be safe at home with their families and to be safe and healthy. But if this has to go the way it has to go, then so be it. And that's the way it has to go. Because we are committed. This government are committed. We don't care about the financial loss to this country. We can get it back. Money can always be paid back. We can always get money back. But at the moment in time, and I'm saying this to young people, we're putting we're putting your family first. And don't, go out and think that, you can't get it. Some young people have got it. There's some at 15 who have it in this country. There's some at even 16. Some at 18. Loads over 25 who have it. Some of them even in the 40s. Young people. I'm saying this to young people. Don't think that you're immune. Like, anybody can get it. I'm saying to people, anybody can get it. And children can spread it. Children can spread it to their parents and to the grandparents. That's why we closed the schools. Because too many young people meeting up in the schools, obviously. It spreads. Obviously, we're spreading. We don't want it to go to your sick parents. Say you have sick parents. We don't want their sick parents to get it, mothers and fathers. and God forbid your grandmother or your grandfather. We don't want that, and we'll be there. The government are here now, and we're trying to protect your family. We're trying to protect you. We're not trying to interfere with your rights. We have to put emergency legislation in. We have to do what we have to do to contain the spread of the coronavirus. We have to do what is necessary to protect this country at this moment in time. And we have to do what's necessary to save lives. And I'm saying to people, if young people don't agree with me, we can't let it go far. We can't let older people die. We can't let anybody die in this island. Because, people won't listen to us. And if people listen to us, it is going to go up. The coronavirus numbers now are going up. They've gone up a huge amount in the last day. And it's going to continue rising if people don't listen to us. Especially young people have to listen to us. Please, I'm begging you as a citizen, as a young person, as a young youth of Ireland, please listen. Please listen. If you haven't listened in your whole life to anybody, it's time to listen now. Because this country is in an emergency. God knows how long we'll be in an emergency for. God, it will be hard. Coming out of after the coronavirus is gone and dusted. It will be hard. The economy will be hit extremely hard. We might be in a recession for God knows how long. But I'm saying this to young people. There's plenty of time after this is all done. It might be only a month, it might be only 2 months. But plenty of time after that to meet up, go out, socialise. We're not stopping you forever. It's only for a short period of time. And as I said, we're putting you and we're putting your family first. And to take the stress off the HSE too. Our brave nurses and doctors are working around the clock along with the Defence Forces. Are working around the clock to ensure your families are safe and to take care of the people who are sick and who have the coronavirus. And we can't put stress on them. They're stressed enough. And so is the Garda and so is the local authorities. And don't put any member of the emergency services, and I'm saying this to you young people too, don't be acting the maggot. Behave responsibly during this time. Don't take advantage of there's an emergency. Let's go out and cause fires. And let's go out and damage this and damage that and damage the other. It's time to take responsibility. And I say this to young people. Responsibility is something that many people have respect for. If you take responsibility for your actions, and if you understand what's happening in the moment of time, then lots of people are going to respect you. And I'm saying to young people, if you can do that part, that's your part you have to play in the Republic at the moment of time. To do your part. Your country asks of you, to limit your social outlet and your social interactions, and to isolate yourself as much as possible. And you can always talk on WhatsApp and Snapchat and the rest of that. But keep away from people, keep distance away from people if you are talking to somebody. And obviously to provide by the other words to wash your hands as much as possible. As I said, nobody's immune to this virus. Anybody can get it. I can get it. God forbid even younger people could get it. But we have to be strong. And I say this to young people too. There's so many young people I have met and I've seen. For example, there's actually a young girl in County Cavan who's in Ballytown stuff actually. And her name's Ruby. She's a great singer. She has a YouTube channel, Ruby. Miss Ruby. And along with the Facebook page. And she's doing great singing to try and keep people's spirits up at the moment of time. And then we need more young people like that to rise to the challenge. And to say, to the young people of Ireland, to say to the people of Ireland too, that young people are here to rise to the challenge and take the fight to the coronavirus, in other words, and to keep people's spirits up at this time. And then saying to young people, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to, be that light in that darkness, that light into the darkness, and to bring to throw the darkness out the window. Because young people can, and they can, and I'm saying this without any notes. We can. We can if we put our minds to it. But anyway, take care and bye.